Lesson one was particularly useful for me because I literally knew nothing about the field of educational psychology. I never knew that there was a field of psychology that was dedicated specifically to education, but I soon found out how useful it could be. Seeing how far back the inspiration for the field was and the key figures in the field allowed me to see what its foundations were. I recognized quite a few of the names, particularly Bandura, Binet, Bloom, and Piaget. Seeing how these people helped with the origins of educational psychology was interesting. Next, learning about the different benefits that educational psychology can bring helps solidify its definition and purpose. The thing that stood out the most for me was how beneficial educational psychology could be for assessing. Since educational psychology uses the scientific method, then it is a practical approach that you are utilizing. The thing that stood out the most for me in this lesson was how diverse the field of educational psychology was around the world. Some places there would be an abundance, but other countries would have essentially none. Another thing I took note of was how varied the qualifications and how giving educational psychology a universal definition was tough when looking at all the field across all the different countries. Even the responsibilities of educational psychologists varied, and this was due to the issue of the field being viewed either more as an educator or more as a psychologist. This is an emerging field that still isn't that widely used, but it has slowly been catching on. I can translate this knowledge to my future career by utilizing the practices of educational psychology. By gaining knowledge about this field, I've been granted access to another tool to help my future students. The lesson didn't go into too much depth about the actual practices and insights that educational psychology have, so there isn't that much that I can translate.